So I think this one is going to be me on the move because it's one of those days. But basically the next thing I want to talk about for the 30-day challenge, the 26th piece of advice to my childhood self, is it seems a bit corny and it seems a little like it's just been over talked about, especially recently, but the idea that we need to start taking better care of this planet. And I think when I was a kid, I realized that it was an issue that, climate, whatever, that happens, it's to and fro. But like things like plastic, that you really can make a difference, that your choices do impact the way that this planet operates. And yeah, okay, maybe our admissions, we don't know, I don't know, everyone can debate that till the cows come home, but the idea that we are using plastic to the levels of consumption that it is ending up in the oceans, and it's, fish are suffering, wildlife, land, sea, everyone is suffering. The material itself doesn't break down, and that's just one of the problems, one of the many problems. The way that we are not taking care of our beautiful trees. Look at these beautiful trees. There's so much beauty in nature, and I think we take it for granted almost. And so I think the advice I'd give my childhood self is just to not take it for granted. I think that there is so much power in choosing your footprint, I guess. You can be mindful in the way that you consume. You can be mindful in the way that you operate in your own household, the way that you reuse, recycle, reduce. And I actually believe that should be a fourth one of rethink. So rethink the way that we operate with the environment. And I think this whole issue can be really discussed at such a huge length. But I think when you really are breaking it down, it's just take better care of the thing you live on. Yeah, it may not affect you today, and it may not affect you tomorrow, and it may not affect the next generation or the next generation. And it's possible that, all these initiatives that we have to clean up after ourselves are just going to miraculously make the problem go away. And all this is entirely possible. But I also believe that we do have some power. And I do believe that doing things like carrying around your own water bottle and carrying around a reusable bag everywhere you go, and refusing to use straws and refusing to use takeaway plastic, and these are all things, really just looking at your life, an overhaul of your life, and assess what is your contribution, what is your mark, what is the imprint that you're going to leave. Are you going to leave this place worse or better than you found it? And I think most people wouldn't be able to say they're leaving it better. If you are, I love you, and you're amazing, and I want you to keep doing exactly what you're doing. But even myself, I am really looking at the way that I consume and the way that I operate as a consumer, and the products that I use, and what kind of packaging I'm using, and where I'm allowing my beliefs, again, with this, to be in line with my everyday actions. And so I think encouraging kids, and especially if it's ingrained in kids from a really young age, to be aware of the environment, to take care of their environment, that's what they're gonna do when they're adults. It's just gonna be in them if it's just part of their habits, part of their routine. So yeah, I think with kids, just giving them the tools to know, giving them the information, first of all, that our environment is sacred and special, and nature is so therapeutic, and giving them that as an opportunity to be in joy and inspired by this planet we live on.